Hello everyone, I'm Alexander Mandl. I'm the founder of Hemsel. Thanks for joining me. I was a victim of the World Trade Center terrorist attacks. Been breathing a lot of the toxic dust, and this toxic dust made my lungs sick. 2-3 weeks ago, when I was so weak that basically it triggered a double lung transplant. This opens the door to a new life. I had a full professional career after the terrorist attack. At the time, I was an employee at Goldman Sachs. Then I moved on to entrepreneurship linked to e-commerce for nearly 10 years. I loved it. I decided to go to Amazon to learn how you go big in e-commerce. Spent nearly 4 years at Amazon. I was building algorithms to do automatic purchasing of food containers out of Asia, scaling. So I learned how you automate things, how you scale things to the Amazon level from 1 million to 1 billion. After Amazon, I joined FMCG companies. First newer brands, then later Suntory Global Spirits, both in quality of managing director for e-commerce. And then I became director of digital innovation at Suntory Global Spirits. That was during COVID. It was a little bit difficult to attend trade shows, which were non-existent. And I was also feeling more and more tired. At that time, I knew I was sick. So I quit Beam Suntory and joined GoPuff, which was a US startup, quick commerce. GoPuff tried to implement its concept in Europe, and then when the Ukraine war started, they decided to pull back from Europe. And since then, I was basically very weak. Hybrid between a growth hacking agency and the digital marketing agency. Core added value is in growth, by growing their sales, but sometimes also addressing organizational problems or digital transformation problems. With every company we work, we basically analyze what they sell, to who they sell it. And we typically look at all the touch points, the ways they can get in touch with their consumers or customers. We typically specialize in B2B companies. We discovered that one of the most difficult things for B2B companies is the prospection, is finding new clients. By sending extremely well-targeted emails, finding the right people in the right country, so when they decide to go into a new territory, we can find the right people to contact in every company that is a potential target for them, establishing the trust by telling them that we're relevant to their business, sell them solutions or products that correspond to their needs. And we establish this conversation step by step. We manage the dialogue because we've been embedded, we've been learning at our own customer their specificities. Through this email outreach cycle, which starts with automated emails but then goes into manual conversations and follow-ups, we bring them fully qualified leads, and then they intervene with their own sales force when they start having the human conversation, a video call or a visit. What we have different, I think, is that we know that we deal with emotions. We know that today what makes companies work well together, integrate well together, is emotions. On top of the sales relationship, there is a trust relationship that needs to happen. We see ourselves as trust builders between our clients and their own clients, but we're also trust builders between ourselves and our clients. So there's a big analogy between what I've just observed, being one of 1,150 patients in a huge hospital, but each one gets this super individual care of everyone involved. And this is what we want to provide with our customers. So we will work only with companies where we manage to build this trust, embed into the company, because that's where we get the maximum results. And I think that makes us very different. Other elements that make us different, we are international by default. I grew up in multiple countries, I speak multiple languages, so do all my colleagues. We have all this international background, we're citizens of the world, and we're helping companies break these borders, break these national limitations, and go international if needed, or go global if needed. I teach at a Growth Hacking Academy, and I have been seeing a lot of growth hacking companies. One difference is that all of our team is extremely experienced. For example, I have over 30 years of career in different industries, going from corporate and giant companies to entrepreneurship. I've had a foot in almost everything. My colleagues are ex-consultants, developers, IT managers, people who've had a career and who understand companies. So what we do with our clients is, in the beginning, we spend a lot of time understanding, embedding into the business, making sure we fully understand what the company needs to transmit, to carry the message of what they do, the value add they provide to their own customers. And then we replicate that. Consultants give you a report of what to do and don't implement it. We implement. We make it work and we deliver results, and that makes us very different. That's in a nutshell Hemsel. We are starting. We have a new start now that I just recovered. I have an incredible energy, more than I ever had in the past 23 years. It's interesting how, the body needs a lot of time to heal, but the brain recovers at once. The moment you get this oxygen in your brain, suddenly everything works and you realize how much had gone to sleep. So here I am. This is Hemsel. Welcome. We'll be posting other videos more about what we do professionally. This one was more personally to introduce myself. I would love to meet you in person and I would love to work with you. Thank you.